Hey everybody, it's Paul from Canadian Woodworks and Legacy Lumber. Just gonna give you a short little video, little rundown of this Orion 950 moisture meter. Fair warning, they did give me this moisture meter a number of years ago due to my old Instagram and social mediaing and all the interweb stuff. So thank you, Wagner. I already owned a Wagner. It was a yellow version with not as many features. Although this is the 950 that has Bluetooth and all sorts of stuff I never use. So I won't talk about all that stuff. The main things I use is that we change the species. So it's got density on there, flick of a button, which is nice. And hey, you can hold the arrow down. My old one, you couldn't hold the arrow down and it just runs faster. So we got this to Canadian black walnut or black walnut, whatever you want to call it. Can't call this American though because we're in Canada. Or can you still call it American walnut? I don't know, let me know. Anyway, so we got the density set. Go back to the screen. My hand's behind there, so look, I'm still alive. Right here is a depth, so you can modify the depth. This is up to 3/4, I believe, and this is up to 1/4 for thinner stuff. So we typically leave it on a deeper setting because we're doing giant thick slabs almost all the time. So we're gonna go back here. So right now, bam, we're 0. So we just had this walnut boule come out of our vacuum kiln, air dried for about 6 months, and then we vacuum dried it. It was in there for about 2 weeks. It was a longer cycle than normal. It does take a little bit longer in the summer, but that has nothing to do with the moisture meter, just the way she goes. You can see we've surfaced this. So this has been on our CNC. Over here, step 1. These are wider than, we have a 37-inch wide jointer planer. We also have a 52-inch wide planer. Now, most people will just dry these slabs and just jam them through their planer, or they have only a CNC type machine and they CNC the whole thing. For us, our process is that we get it on here, we balance the twist 50-50, so we're trying to maximize our thickness, and then from there, we want to get one side surface flat, a good 50 to 70%. I would say this should get one more pass. Then from there, we're gonna flip it over, put it on our wheelie cart, and head on over to the 52-inch planer sander, finally delivering nice, perfectly flattened slabs that are sanded to 120 grit. And you can see we got the nice colors in here. This is vacuum dried in a radio frequency vacuum kiln. I've learned along the years, I think I'm like year 6 or 7 with my vacuum kiln now. I did wreck some wood. I have to admit that. I think everybody wrecks some wood. I'm sure as a woodworker, you drill a hole in the wrong spot sometimes too, and you just gotta figure it out. But any kiln can ruin wood, no matter if it's the most simplest kiln to the most advanced radio frequency vacuum kiln like we have. Now, here we go. So, meter's on. Check my density, 5.5. Let's see how we're doing here. 6.8%, can't complain with that. And this is on the surfaced sections. You can obviously check the rough surface, but sometimes the moisture meters will change because this isn't sitting too flat on there. 6.1, 6.9. You'll notice with this meter, it's a pinless meter, so I'm able to just place it onto the slab, which is nice because I'm not punching 2 holes into it that obviously can't get repaired. That's the interesting stuff here. So see here, we're actually a little bit higher, 9.3% versus here in the center, 6.2%. Oh, come on, work with me. There we go, 6.3%-ish. You get what I'm saying? The outsides of the lumber are actually damper, moister, I don't know how to say it. It's kind of like in a steam bath environment inside the vacuum kiln, and the shell and the core are basically trying to be getting dried at the same time. The inside, it actually dries out a little quicker than the outside due to the outside of the slabs being in a steam bath. So let's check out this number 2, see where we're at. Same boule, same load, 8.3. We aim for 6 to maximum kind of 10%, but generally I like to see 6 to 8%, 9% on this 3/4 inch setting. So we're like 6.5, 6.2. This is a higher dense area, so this works on density. So even though we're here and it says 8.6, you got to kind of balance that a little bit too versus the less dense material might actually be the same moisture content from here to here. One little caveat to this machine. this meter, I guess, not really a machine. So we're doing pretty darn good. 6.4, 7.3. 7.1. I cannot complain with that. This is fresh out of the planer sander. So this is going out to a fantastic client. If you guys didn't know and you just kind of watch my content and you don't know what I do with all this wood, 90% of the wood, even 95, maybe even these days 99% of the wood that we sawmill, we dry here, we sell wholesale. So if you're a table maker, furniture maker of any sort, requiring decent volumes, even down to a pair of book match slabs, if you want to get in touch with us, you can buy lumber from us. You can buy it rough, kiln dried rough material, just like this. It'll save you a little bit of money because we're not doing the work of surfacing it, or right up to, you know, wide belt sanded to 120 grit, perfectly flattened, ready to work. Basically cut your live edge off, glue it up, put it in your mold, pour your epoxy, you are good to go. So get in touch. We ship all over Canada, all over the USA, and especially the USA customers that are watching this. The exchange rate right now for you guys is like disgusting. You're gonna get like 30 to 40% discount versus Canadian pricing. We sell our lumber on the Canadian dollar, which is like 30 to 40% you guys gain on the exchange rate. Shipping's not a problem. We're fully bonded, so getting this lumber across the border, zero issue, no surprises on that front. So get in touch with us if you'd like some lumber. We pride ourselves in creating furniture grade, beautiful lumber that's properly dried, properly sawmilled, properly surfaced, so you guys can go ahead and make your pieces of furniture and not have any of those worries. I can't help it if you cut the slab too short or you cut the wrong spot here and there, you drill a hole in the wrong spot. I can't help you there. But what we can do is provide you the best quality lumber that we can for you to start your projects with. So yeah, thanks. This is a bit of a mixture of me trying to sell some lumber and me explaining the moisture meter that we use. So big shout out to Wagner. I really appreciate the free meter I was given a number of years ago, and I'm doing my part. I'm showing it off. What can I say? I use it literally every single day. It's been a fantastic meter. And as I was saying, I was already a Wagner moisture meter customer. So big shout out. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're drooling over these slabs.